Ahead on this week's CAL FIRE Report. Summertime fire safety, some valuable tips on how to avoid accidental fires as America celebrates Labor Day weekend. Plus, a kitten rescue, how firefighters got this very scared cat out of a very tight spot. The progress CAL FIRE crews are making on wildfires across California. And a look at how CAL FIRE firefighters train year-round to prepare for any emergency. Thanks for joining us on Monday, August 29th. I'm CAL FIRE Captain Robert Foxworthy. Here is this week's fire statistics. CAL FIRE has responded to 5,828 fires so far this year. The number of acres burned is just over 200,000. As you can see, that's significantly less than this time last year. CAL FIRE is working several fires across the state. As of this morning, crews have stopped those fires from spreading beyond 50 acres. The Pleasant Fire in Nevada County has burned 48 acres and is 90% contained. Another wildfire burning in Nevada County is the Still Fire. It is 85% contained with 44 acres burned. In Placer County, fire crews have stopped the spread of the Oak Fire at 22 acres. It is 95% contained. With hot and dry weather, we are also watching the winds in the northeastern part of the state, which are expected to pick up on Friday. CAL FIRE remains prepared to respond to any new wildfires that may strike during these high wind days. CAL FIRE firefighters train year-round to prepare for wildfires and various other emergencies. CAL FIRE is committed to being an all-hazard department ready to respond to any emergency incident. Here are some recent videos of firefighters working on their structure fire skills at our training center in Southern California. Did you know CAL FIRE has a museum? Here's a look inside the museum in San Bernardino, as well as the museum's branch in the Fresno Kings unit.
In this episode of CAL FIRE All Access, we'll go inside the CAL FIRE Museum in San Bernardino.
I'm Jerry Glover. I'm the retired fire captain with CAL FIRE, and I founded the museum in 2005. This is the prototype jumpsuit made of Nomax. It was just a big change in the way that fires were fought. This here is the Medal of Valor, all the people that did miraculous things, saving life and property. Some of the people working in a unit have sent items to us. These are models of aircraft that has been modified into drop plane. I've got individuals who have retired that are cleaning out their garages. So we're gathering a lot of history.
Some of that history is also being showcased at the museum's branch in the Fresno unit, where a firefighter's horse saddle dates back to the 1930s.
The history of CAL FIRE is so important to the taxpayers and the people of California. We need to record it in a museum setting.
Firefighters on Butte County's Engine 73 in Biggs recently performed a very technical rescue. This curious kitten got itself into trouble and couldn't get out. Firefighters shielded the frightened feline with a wet cloth while they used a metal grinder to carefully cut the kitten clear. The kitten rescue was successfully completed with no injuries. Labor Day weekend will be here soon, and that means more time spent outdoors relaxing, camping, grilling, and traveling. Statistics show that the warm weather months are a dangerous period for fire-related incidents. Here are some important tips to keep you and your family safe this Labor Day weekend.
Summer is a time of fun when family and friends come together to enjoy their time outdoors, relaxing, camping, barbecuing, and grilling. Regardless of the activity, safety always needs to be a top priority. Statistics show that the warm weather months are a dangerous period for fire-related incidents, which are often caused by careless campers, improper use of barbecues and grills, and malfunctioning equipment. To ensure the safety of you and your loved ones, here are some important tips on how to keep safe this summer. Together, let's be fire smart this summer. For more summer safety tips, please visit readyforwildfire.org.
And that's the CAL FIRE report for August 29th, 2022. For updates on large fires, follow us on Twitter and Facebook. For tips on how to protect your family and home in a disaster, visit readyforwildfire.org. I'm Captain Robert Foxworthy. Have a safe week.